Well, hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome to the first episode of Inside the Collection with BeardofPOP. Today, we are going to be going over my top autographed Funko Pops and why I enjoy these Funko Pops. You guys have been asking for a more deep dive into my collection, and I think this is the best way I'm going to do it. So now we got Inside the Collection with BeardofPOP. We're going to do different episodes and show you guys different Funko Pops from my collection. So I want your guys' suggestion down below and let me know what you'd like to see on upcoming episodes of Inside the Collection with BeardofPOP. So guys, thank you for joining us. And if you're new here, I'm Adam, the BeardofPOP. I love pop culture and collectibles, and you're going to get to see some of my favorite stuff today. So please make sure to smash that like button. Please make sure if you like what I'm doing and want to check out future videos, click that subscribe button and the little notification bell. That'll give you a notification of every time I drop a new video or go live, so you guys will be the first to know. So guys, I am super excited to get into this. I went through and found 10 of my favorite autographed Funko Pops, and I want to show them to you in this first episode of Inside the Collection with BeardofPOP. So guys, there's no particular order to these except for number one. Number one is number one. All right. The first one is Brett Spiner, Data from Star Trek The Next Generation. He's absolutely amazing. I met him at the Louisville Galaxy Con, and I was able to get his autograph on his Funko Pop. Plus, I was able to get a picture with him and do a little meet and greet, which was absolutely amazing because this is my favorite Star Trek series. I did like Enterprise a lot. I mean, everybody likes the original, but Star Trek The Next Generation, everybody knows what I'm talking about. Another one I got right here was from Jerry the King Lawler. Now, I met him at a convention in Louisville, and at that time, he did not have his own official Funko Pop. So this was one he actually had made, you could tell, and sold at the show so you could get it autographed. And it is a very knockoffy Funko Pop. You can check him out in there. And it's to Adam because I met him. He's a great guy. Had a little conversation. There's that JSA certification right on the side. And it's cool because it's also on like his own custom Funko Pop. So I was super excited about that. That's pretty cool. Now another one I got right here is from Greg Berger. Now you guys will know him. He was Garfield and Friends. He was Odie's voice. This one's also JSA certified. Now, he was also Grimlock on Transformers, I believe the G1. So this one is pretty cool. I got the little certification sticker, and he stays in my Garfield collection. And one that I'll keep for a long time because it's a really cool one, and I really enjoy having it. Another one we got, which was from a cool time, we did a thing with Prestige Auctions about a year and a half ago, and they let me pick out some autographed Funko Pops for my collection. And one of them that I kept was Yev Kasim, or Larry Thomas, the soup from, we won't say that, from Seinfeld. No soup for you. I have this entire collection, and this is one that stands right out front, autographed by the man himself. No soup for you. And he even says it right down there. And this is a really cool one. A really cool one. And he's never been on many other things other than Seinfeld. I mean, he's been on a lot of shows, but more like extras, you know. And then, let's see what else we got down here. We have so many. This one is not an autograph I got in person, but this is an autograph that I got from my buddy Cody. I used to do YouTube. He does a lot of whatnot now, Popular Opinion. He was at a convention, and he was able to grab me Lex Luger's autograph to me on the 2-pack of Sting and Lex Luger. And next one, I got to hunt down the Sting one, but he was able to grab that for me. Absolutely amazing. Really love to have Lex's autograph and can't wait to track down Sting to get his as well. And I'm going to get it to Adam as well because these are ones I'm going to cherish forever. and don't plan on selling. So I love to get my name autographed on them. It's just the way I am. If I get them in person, kind of shows the people that you're keeping it for yourself and not going to sell it or anything, and how much it actually means to you. That's what I think too. But that's a cool one, and thank you, Cody, for grabbing me that. I really appreciate it, and that's such a solid thing to do. All right, next one is Mr. Kane Hodder, Hatchet himself. This is an absolutely amazing pop. He was also Victor Crowley. He's been in a ton of horror movies. Awesome dude to meet. Has a huge conversation with you. Makes you feel like you were the first person there for the day, even if you were waiting in line. Absolutely amazing. He's been in so many different movies, and he was in, Jason Goes to Hell. I think it was like 4 of them, and this is the ultimate Jason autograph for me. It's Kane Hodder. He's awesome. Met him several times. I mean, only got his autograph the once, but he's just an awesome dude, and he was awesome to meet. And it's awesome how he teaches all the fans. And I've used the word awesome 30 times, but that's how awesome it was. There's no other way to describe it. All right, the next one is Mick Foley, the man himself, whether he's Dude Love, whether he's Mankind, whether he's Cactus Jack, or whether he's just Mama's baby boy, Mick Foley. Whichever way it is, he is the man. I have met Mick Foley on several occasions. I went and saw his little stand-up comedy show. I've met him backstage. I've taken pictures with him. Absolutely amazing dude. This was like the second time I met him, and it was a con local in Louisville. And I went up, you say it says to Adam, and at this particular con, I think it was one of the Galaxy cons, I had a paint pen picked out for every single different person I wanted autographed, and I had a specific color. And this one I had yellow because of his Have a Nice Day shirt you can see in there. That was yellow. And I thought the yellow would look cool. And so when I went up there and I had him sign it, he really liked the yellow, and he's like, I'll buy the pen off of you. And I'm like, dude, sign my pop, I'll give you the pen, right? So I gave him the pen, and then he took some cool pictures with me. But it was awesome to meet him. He remembered me when I went to his show over at Diamonds. I got to meet him backstage. It was during the whole flu thing. We had to wear masks, but he wore his Mankind mask, and it was a fun time, and he did a great show. And I've got great memories of every time I get to meet him. Just absolutely amazing. The next one I got is Lou Ferrigno, the Hulk. Now, JSA was there, and they were giving a deal on this, so I said, why not? And this was before this whole encapsulating pops, but they did a grading and gave me a 9.0 and certified this pop from Lou Ferrigno. He wasn't, I have to say about him, he wasn't a very nice guy, and he wasn't the greatest memory. I waited in line for a while. When I got up there was no prices posted. He charges different amounts. He's like, oh, a Funko Pop, that's $100. And I just waited in line 2 hours. So I went ahead and met him and shook his hand and got his autograph. But, it wasn't the most memorable, nice experience ever. The other one I wanted to get an autograph was Ben McKenzie from Gotham, guys. This is absolutely a great, great, great Batman show. I loved this show. Also, I'll admit that he was in that show, The OC, and me and Carrie and I did watch The OC. So when I heard he was going to be at the convention, I was super excited, so I wanted to go and get his autograph. So I did grab the Gotham Pop and went and got his Ben McKenzie's autograph. He was a real nice guy, very nice to talk to. A lot of these guys are super personable and super nice, and always up for a great conversation. And the other part of this was, I got to add to this, was this Mick Foley pop that I got right here. Even though I have all the WWE pops, the one I had of him was badly damaged, and the con was coming up, and I actually did a Facebook deal for this pop. from Marketplace, where I met the dude like legitimately an hour before I went to the convention to get his autograph, because I couldn't find one that was in perfect condition. And of course, when the conventions are coming, everybody's out there gouging. So I did pay like probably $15 more for this, but it's better than what it would be at the convention that they're getting the autograph. That's like 18 times more. So that was a really cool story with this one. That's why I like getting my own autographs. I do have some autographs that I didn't get on my own, but some of these are my favorite because I did get them and the stories behind getting them. Like my last one. And number one for a reason, and you guys are going to know. This is from Bubba Fest 2019. This was my ultimate dream. Right here. Boom. Chuck Norris. Now, guys, I'm trying to hold this box. I've been having to change pop protectors a lot on this one because he keeps trying to bust out. But I got the pleasure of meeting Chuck Norris. Carrie and I went to Bubba Fest. If I can link, try to remember to link the video down below from years ago. Waited in line for like 5 hours for this autograph because he was a little bit late because his plane was delayed. And because so many different people from the convention wanted to meet him, on top of present him with different things, like military guys who did art at the convention, drew special things for him, so many people. And then when he came up there to autograph, he's like, all right, any kids that are like under the age 12 and under, any first responders, any military, ex-military, any of those people, we really would like you to come up front and get these autographs and also stand and shake my hand. So you couldn't hate on Chuck Norris being so loving to the people who protect us. So 5 hours, got to meet him. Once again, I'm going to use the phrase, he treated me like I was the first person in line. He was so nice and so talkative, and his wife joked that the reason that this was taking so long was because of all the conversations he'd like to have. He told us all about this camp he does for troubled youth to teach them karate, and he pulled out pictures from his wallet of kids at the camp that have done so good, and he was so proud. And it was absolutely amazing because Chuck Norris is the man. I mean, I grew up watching Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger, all his movies, love Chuck Norris. So this is my ultimate autograph. This is like one of the number one autographs in my entire collection, one that I will cherish forever. And just so happy to have this one. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Inside the Collection with BeardofPOP. I hope you guys enjoyed looking at these autographed Funko Pops that I enjoy and that you don't always get to see from my collection. Give me some suggestions down below for what you'd like to see for future episodes, and we will make those come true over here. So guys, I had a blast. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. If you really like what I'm doing and want to help support the channel, check out the channel memberships and the patrons. I also have a little bit of merch down below if you want to look at that too. But guys, thank you. I appreciate all the support. You coming by and spending just a little bit of time with BeardofPOP today. But until next time, guys, this video's over and BeardofPOP's out.